Here on the twitch.tv/the Xisuma, also on the TikTok TT, Xisuma TT, I mean, on the TikTok. Oh, it's confusing. It's confusing. I got a handle over there. Let's pop in to Hermitcraft. I can't remember where I logged out. To Can Heaven, thank you for the bananas in chat, letting me know that we're live. Slight delay on the F5 there. I don't know if you saw it. It can like jump straight to this view. Oh, okay. Pale Oak is done. All right. So over here in the Nether Hub, we got supplies that need to be delivered. I've been over here delivering some myself. And I can see some of the other hermits have come along and kicked in. All right. That looks like my contribution. As for the rest of that, I don't know where it's going to come from. And Desi, thank you ever so much for 3 months. Appreciate it, my dude. Appreciate it. Now, this is all glass. Oh, I see. It's, it does say white panes, and panes is in capital letters. So we're gonna stock up the Nether Hub today. Not sure how much deep slate I've got. This is probably going to be on me, and you don't actually need. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, maybe not. I mean, I can get waxed weathered cut copper, I think. Waxed weathered cut copper. How many? I should probably do my over here. 3 stacks. And then 48 waxed weathered copper bulb. Waxed weathered copper bulb. Nice. Yo, hello to everyone in chat tuning in. Crimson. A Daft Custard. LMO. Cora. Amelia Naught. You're looking forward to the full build. Yeah, it's going to be, you know, it's speed ups, right? Like, the dude can build. The man can build. Wow, so much stuff has been filled up. Now, this we can definitely do. Uh, 1.5, we got code now. Double DC is double chest. Oh. Alright, then green wall, 1 chest. 1 double chest. And light grey wall, 9 stacks. We can probably take care of those, and then after that it's just sorting out glass, I think. You didn't expect to see anyone live here at 3 AM, says Mandrake. I should point out it's a morning stream for me. Quite an early one. Here's the thing. I did not sleep well. Oh, I've got my light levels on. Let's turn that off. I did not sleep well. I say that. I slept solid, but I just woke up at like 5 or half 4 even, I think. I laid in bed till about 5. And it just wasn't happening. Like, my brain was too all over the place. So I was like, all right, and get up today. We'll start early. I was working on some music yesterday and today. I'll talk about that in a second. I think it's got my brain all like on overdrive because of that. You know. Waxed, weathered, cut copper. It's that stuff. But didn't we need like a lot of stacks of it? 3 stacks ain't so bad. Also, I'm pretty sure this stuff... Doesn't it, like, multiply? Now, my brain tells me that that's the right amount. Yeah, it is. Okay. Thanks, brain. Doing numbers for me. Not explaining it, though. Just saying that's the right amount, X. Alright, brain. I trust you. Jeez. Laser rods. Yeah, we got noises in the air, by the way. I'm trying to get to those and stay on task. Aha. We got Anita Hunt gifting some subs. Thank you so much. Pancake Sushi. Pirate likes Astra what? Pirate like Astra what? I think I've said it correctly. Y'all be gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks in the chat. We also got Jay Gary here for 21 months and Golden TNT MSD 1490. Oh my god. Oh my god. 99 months. Let me write down your name as always in the chat. If your Minecraft username is different to your Twitch name, please let us know so we can get the correct name in there. But yo, 100 next month. Hey X, any recommendations for symphonic black metal that is similar to Bury My Soul from your music? I really like the piano parts. Also, anything that so anything with that. Also 99. Yeah, 99, my dude. We also got Funky KP Barra 1 here for 5 months. Good morning, chat. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. I'm struggling to read today. My mental acuity. Can't even find the right words anymore. We need another one. Wait. Just one left. Okay, yeah, now that makes sense. Was that box full of bread? Yeah, there's a box full of bread somewhere in here. Alright, so symphonic black metal that sounds similar to Bury My Soul. This is the thing. A lot of symphonic black metal is extreme metal. So it's loud, it's obnoxious. A lot of it's very like melodic and tuneful as well, but like, you know, mixed in amongst blast beats and screaming. So the thing with me is that, and my music is that I like to kind of swing the scale towards something a bit more lighter and melodic. So there's not actually a lot particularly like that song that I can think of off the top of my head, but there are moments where the music calms down, there's a lull, that kind of stuff, and then you get like a more melodic break with some pianos. There's definitely plenty of that in Dimmu Borgir's music. Between the intensity. Yo, Tanny Glace! Oh, there's some gifted subs coming in. Thank you so much. Dodger Sheet B000. What a great username. I love it. Also, we've got the hype train rolling. Let's roll in with the animations. Y'all have got to tell me in chat when it happens. I've got a way of checking now, but it's a bit of a thing. CBYTW, OG Greeny Eye Cutie, and Irascibility. Y'all been gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks in the chat. Okay. Let me just clear my throat a little bit. Dang. And maybe now. 8 minutes in. Time to drink the tea. Ender Zealous says I like trains. Well, lucky for you, the train's rolling up again because we've got a hype level train level 2 thing. You know, whatever it is that Twitch does. So when it comes to symphonic black metal, you got Dimmu Borgir, Arcturus, The Covenant, Old Man's Child. God, my brain is definitely slow. I'd never run out in the days of my youth. I'd talk non-stop about it. Dude, I'm just gonna look it up. It's better for you if I look it up and jog my memory. And I'll tell you who my favorites are. Yeah, it's got Octar. Emperor, of course. Emperor. In the Night Side Eclipse, one of the greatest albums of all time. They put Cradle of Filth in here. I think the Cradle of Filth are like adjacent. They're kind of a bit more of their own thing. They're more gothic. Oh, this list is great. Like, Apostasy is a really cool band from Sweden. If you like the Dimmu Borgir style. They're quite similar. What other ones on here? To be fair, that's kind of it. They're the big names in the genre, and then everything else on here is a little more obscure. Stormlord's a good one if you like something a bit like triumphant and battle-like. Hecate Enthroned, they sound a lot like Cradle of Filth. They're also from England. Yeah, actually, you know, when I look at this, it's the genre is a little more niche than you might think. Like a lot of the bands on this list that I looked up, they're not new bands that are popping up, right? Like they're all from most of them are from the 90s. Also, Abigail Williams are pretty awesome. So yeah, it's quite a limited scope for that particular sound, I think. Kind of boils down into like 4 or 5, you know. Oh, you didn't know Cradle of Filth was a real band? You'd only heard the name in the It Crowd episode. Oh, they are a real band. They have an amazing logo and some pretty awesome records under their belt. Yo, Brooksy, 96. Thank you for 84 months. Appreciate it, my dude. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, Cradle of Filth are like a band that get like hated on a lot, and I personally think they're awesome. I can see why they kind of fall into a category where people don't take them seriously or whatever, but I just can't be bothered. Just like, why don't we just enjoy this music, you know? I think the music's awesome. Bell Steven, thank you ever so much for 36 months. Just stopping by, away to the farmer's market, then out to see the folks. Cool. I hope you have a good day. Good day out. It's a Saturday, right? I woke up yesterday. Yesterday just felt like a Saturday to me, but it's not. Today's Saturday. Yo, Sawn Dev, thank you for the cheers and the biddies. Much appreciated. We got Becca Boo 93 coming in for 9 months. That is the Twitch baby, is it not? I believe that it is. Hey X, I've had the dream of creating my own Hermitcraft server with people who want to create similar content and just to have a blast. What's your best advice on finding members? Because I've been struggling for years now. Probably not to say like it's gonna be like Hermitcraft or whatever. Like, where am I going here? I'm just trying to think of the way to get to where I want to go. It's to basically fly, not to use the Nether. I think one of the reasons other SMPs don't stick around is because it's actually really difficult to do something like Hermitcraft consistently. And I think one of the problems is, especially if you're playing with people who make videos, is that because it's hard to get traction and get people invested, my outside impression is just that when I see other SMPs come and go, you can just see this kind of like enthusiasm at the beginning and then it dies off. So like I think if you want to play with people in a world for a long time, you got to find people that want to do that. And if you tell them it's going to be like Hermitcraft or something, it's not going to be like Hermitcraft, right? You gotta make it your own thing. So if it were me, and you know, I really want to do a series, I'd be kind of like looking for people that are going to do it no matter what, you know? Like, it's not about views, it's not about subscribers, it's just about the love of playing on the server together and stuff, and that can be very difficult to do. We got a massive sub bomb coming in from Bell Steven. My dude, thank you for your generosity. G-Tech, Peggy, Alexander, Cracked TV Head, Dusty Boy, Tim Tool Guy, Phoenix, Sky, Ash of Pain Demo, Ulakanot, Foxtrot, and Calpsipi. Yo, we gifted subs. Birdie J popping in with one of those gifted subs too. Thank you, my dude, for supporting the community. QZ009 here with the Prime. Dylan King, YT1, thank you for subscribing, and Mongo Bongo is here for 4 months with the Prime. Appreciate it, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your support is definitely appreciated here. Wait a second. Do we have to get carpets? Green wall was 1, carpet was 1.5. I'm glad I double checked. This is wrong. Well, no, that's right. That is actually right. Because we needed 1 of that. So what I need to do is take these 2 and turn them into a 3, which is how that crafting recipe actually works, right? And now, yeah, now I'm going to throw stuff on the floor. Great. Just great. Yeah, and then that one in there. Alright. I know what I'm doing now. I can't shift up here, though. That makes me sad. More mouse movements. More RSI. Unwoven Rainbow! 63 months with the Prime. Thank you for all you do, Rainbow. I hope you're enjoying the stream today. Right, we've started talking about, like, so many different topics. It's crazy. What's my opinion on symphonic metal? That was the one I was going to go back to. I'm very, very fond of it. So, like, symphonic black metal is my favorite, but a lot of bands that do metal and keyboards or orchestras, that's always a sound I like. So yeah, I'm into it. What can I say? Trying to collect cold chickens right now. Foxes keep killing them. Frustrating. Oh, interesting. They spawn where foxes are. Yeah. Yeah. You learn much more about it when you try and do those things in survival, right? Need vanilla mouse tweaks. What would that do? Vanilla? Oh. Didn't I just say something about, yeah, going up and down? Yeah, vanilla tweaks can't do that. You would need a mod to do that. Yo, Lightly Lucid, thank you for 25 months with the Prime. Appreciate it. We've got lots of Primes coming through. Thank you so much. Oh, I've got to clear my throat again. What is that? What is with that, eh? Is it going to... I thought, because it takes 2 to 3... I thought we were going to fill up all of them just by using the green wall that was here. But am I mistaken then? Hang on. 2. Why is this breaking my brain right now? You get 3. Oh, but I get... No, wait. 2 becomes 3. Why is that? Why does that feel wrong to... Hang on. Is something... I missed something here. I just took 2 full boxes and turned them into 2, right? 2 lots of carpet. 1, 2 green became 1, 2 carpet. The recipe is 2 and you get 3. What just happened? What just happened? Can someone explain this to me? We filled up 3 boxes, then I put down another one and said 2 will become 3. The recipe is 2. I mean, I guess I still have like this here. Wait, no, where did I get that from? I don't know. 1 shulker wasn't full. Really? I only had 2.5. Oh, okay. I thought I filled them all up, man. I was breaking my brain then. I was like, what's going on? What's going on? Jeez, I'm just forgetting. No, I really thought I filled them all up when I changed that. Oh well. Oh well. Not a big deal. We'll just keep making more of this. I'm going to need another 6 stacks. See, it don't take long to gather these blocks. I bet it'll take a while to place them all down, though. I mean, B-Dubs has got a lot of building to do. But that's what B-Dubs does. What else do we need from here? Wheel. Louis Grey wheel. Learn to write. Oh, gosh. So lazy, aren't I? Not properly forming sentences and stuff. Right, let's go put these away. Bam. Build dubs. Yeah, build dubs. Takana Heaven says, mate, you really didn't sleep enough. No, I didn't at all. Dan Metroid Arnold, 18 months, my dude. Been quite the busy little Minecraftian these past few weeks, but I'm looking forward to taking a proper break next week to chill out with the Hermitcraft community in support of Games Outreach. Oh yeah, that's like next weekend. So glad you lot are coming together for the third time to make this happen. Do you know what we've done? As far as I know, because I mentioned it a few times, and then I don't think we did anything, but I don't think we've done a good job promoting it. I'm not sure. Like, I haven't paid attention to what everyone else has done, but I barely said anything about it or tweeted it. And one of the things we were hoping to do is to get some bits of information to tweet out and stuff. But yeah, it's next weekend. So for everyone here, you know, next weekend, Hermitcraft stream weekend, live in person. It's going to be an amazing event. Lots of incredible things in store for you. I'll be doing like streams before the event starts. So like when it kicks off, we kick it off with a raid. You know, we'll do some pre-stream stuff, and then we'll turn up. Oh yeah, that's right. We'll turn up to kick off the party, you know, so to speak. Cubpan's been promoting it on Blue Sky, but you can also follow suit. Yeah, well, I was kind of expecting us to have something more structured and formulated put together, and then you're trying to get something organized, and then the days go by and you forget. If you don't make a note, you forget. Has anyone else been doing it? Scar's Instagram? Okay. Yeah, like maybe I'll make a note right now. And I will get on that this evening, because I'm going out in the day. Let's see, so... Yeah, because now would be a good time to make sure we're on that. Wait. One double chest. Oh, right. I made a mistake. For some reason I thought it was just... Oh. What did I write in the book? I did write double chest. I just saw the number 1. And then got one chest. We'll go get another. Don't worry about it. Yo, Cole Mick. Thank you for 45 months, my dude. Appreciate your support. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And thank you. What more can I say? You got it from a YouTube community post. Cool. Scar put it on Discord. Yeah, tell me more. Like, if other hermits have or haven't. Either way, I'm just gonna tonight think about it, get some information, tweet something out, and maybe even put something together for other people to tweet. Because I haven't been like that involved in setting all of this up, but if I were, and that were my role, like in my mind, you know, I'd be putting together like a bunch of infographics and stuff, right? But I haven't been that involved, so I haven't done anything like that, right? Adaxtum says, whoa, 2403, is that right? I mean, 2403 is a number. I don't know what will be right about it or not. I don't know what would be right about it. Alright, yeah, just another chest. Just another chest. Before I started the stream today, I watched a video while I was having my breakfast. Had a bit of porridge and a yogurt. It was from the 1970s. It's this BBC Archives thing. They got like a YouTube channel, and they're like pulling videos out of the vault. When I say videos, it's like what used to be broadcast television is probably sitting on some film in their archives, right? And now they're sort of pulling it out so people can go like see stuff from the past and whatnot. Anyway, they got this video on like 70s bodybuilding and people like chatting about bodybuilding and stuff. Ironically, like in a pub, people sitting around smoking and boozing and, you know, why do you want to get in shape and all this kind of stuff. But it's super interesting to go back and see how people used to talk. Like the way people talk to us, in some ways a little more articulate, in some ways not, but it was interesting. VOD but BBC edition, kind of like that, yeah. You know, from 50 years ago. Anyway, it's full of little stories where they interviewed these blokes that were like in their 40s and 50s going to the gym, and like they're always just like so surprised about how much better they feel after doing it. And it's a reminder that you can do it like for a long time, as long as you're not going crazy. If you're doing it right, you can. Oh wait, we've got other stuff to drop off here. You can go at it for a long time. You should be going to get some sleep, but you accidentally brewed a regular coffee instead of decaf, and you're paying the price for it. Dude, that is rough when you do that. Yeah, that is rough. That is a rough one. Alright, so there is a lot of glass, and it needs smelting first, so like desert. If we feel like doing some grinding today, we can go do that. We got the shulker boxes. What I feel like doing right now, though, is going back to the spawn chunks. Where's this one? Oh, that's the right one. Yo, Dead Girl 13, thank you for 24 months. A nice Xisuma stream to chill out with after work. Ah, it's good to have you. I guess some of y'all are on the late shift, or just in a time zone where you leave work at a reasonable time. And there's me, always... Ethos rocket is gone. What? What happened here? Oh, no. What? Give me back my rocket, Etho. Oh, gosh, I've just taken off his clothes. That's not what I want to do. Okay. Why did that take a moment to appear? Oh, actually, do you know what? That happens with Joe's over here as well. Yeah, it takes a while for it to appear. So I had this idea the other day, right? Now, I wanted to do one related to Purpur, and we might still keep the Purpur aesthetic here. Purpur Pearl. Purpur Pearl? Oh, why is that weird to say? Purpur Pearl. Okay, what we're going to do is pop over here, because like we did with Beef's TCG, we're just trying to tell stories about the season and the server. So we could do Pearl with a hat and her bag. Like this. So we can have Pearl there. Postmaster Pearl. God, these P's. Postmaster Pearl with the Purpur. And then we could put a bunch of these in the background, right? Doesn't that make so much sense? So we're going to need 2 carved pumpkins. Then leather and stuff is not a problem. We're going to need a pearl head. And then we're going to need some postage stamps. And with that, we'll make an amazing shrine. If we're calling them shrines now. Apparently, they are supposed to be zombies there. Postmaster Pearl in peril. With an ender pearl on top. Hang on, it's going to turn into one of those little rhymey limerick things, right? Yeah, we've got to have the horse in there, because that's the post office. I want to put Wells in, because he hasn't been in a mural yet. In fact, I might put in... Who else hasn't been featured? Oh, I mean, we've got to put Pearl's stamp in, right? I think we'll get 2 more. I'm just trying to think who hasn't been featured much. XB hasn't, and I don't think Kralis has been yet. Maybe we could put Skiz down for a second one. Or Zed. Has Ren been on any? I think we'll put Ren in. There you go. Alright, so we've got like 4 hermits and the horse. That'll work. Yo, Tilda MC, thank you for 24 months of the Amazon Prime right there. Appreciate you using that on me, my dude. Thanks for the support. Turns into a tongue twister, yeah. Postmaster Pearl picked a pack of purple pearls. Yeah, you're onto it there, aren't you? Also, doesn't Pearl build with pickles? How do you sub with Prime on mobile? I'm the last person to ask. I'm the last person to ask. I just stream here. I don't understand how any of it works, do I? So, we got a B-dubs, we got a Joel. Might have to do a skin swap. Got a Cleo. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to do a skin swap. So, we'll put all the things away. And so I got to download Pearl's skin and then do some magic over here. Right. Let's get on it. Okay, let's type in the name. Pearl's got a name that I always, when I type out the full username, I always worry I'm going to get it wrong, but I generally just get it correct, which is like, oh, okay. Fair enough. I can spell this one. Oh, I got my Yearn cape yesterday. Wonder if I'll be able to equip it on Java yet. Let's add a new one. Yay! I can equip it. Okay. Let's do that. Let's relog. Oh yeah, look at that. I got it. I got the Yearn cape. Don't you yearn for this cape? Or yearn for the mines. Isn't that what they say? Dang it, you're a Wally! Let's go ahead and change that quickly. And then we just hang out here for a second. As a child, I yearned for the mines, says Endazella. I think that's the quote, isn't it? I love it. I got it yesterday too after a stream, says Zero Muzzled. Yeah, I got it in the evening. It turns out it is really easy to get the last one because there are diamonds just everywhere down at that bottom level. And you know, I was having a bit of fun, like grinding out. Oh wait, what's my cape set to now? Okay, back to regular cape. That's good. I was having a bit of fun, like grinding out some upgrades and stuff in preparation for the last round, but the last round was just super easy. Not a problem. Alright, let's grab all the stuff. All of it, I tell you. All of it. I'll tell thee. Alright. It's one of the things with the bundle. Can't hold another item to move it. Right, we should definitely grab some more firework rockets on the way out. How do I swap so fast? I've just been playing the game a long time, that's it. Just got those reflexes, man. I'm not getting it, it's work. Oh, right. It's quite fun. Like I went there to get the cape, and at first I was like, all right, let's do these mini games, and then I started enjoying them. They're not deep. They're just simple Minecraft tasks, right? Little Minecraft mini game. Not much to worry about with it, really. Oh yeah, Ren did have one. He had one here. And what's that one going to be? Apparently it's going to be Etho's rockets. I think we already did that. By the way, this was from an experiment that we did. And I don't think I'm going to go through with it. The idea was to create like a guardian beam out of lots of little armor stands, but you'd need a heck of a lot of them, right? So we're going to have... Let's get Pearl. Postmaster Pearl set up first. I didn't get the carpet. It's always something, man. Like just spent forever going back and forth. You had a great time. You found all kind of loopholes that let you go AFK and play LPMT whilst doing tasks. Oh, nice. Yeah, I guess I did notice that it felt like in some of the games and areas you could probably just like hang around, like on the cart game or the one at the walls. You could hang around and just get the rewards as other people completed it. I definitely had a few sessions where I was like playing and doing other things at the same time and still getting points. It was good fun. I think I enjoyed the mining the most, which just says something about mining in Minecraft. It's always fun. Right, let's separate these out and try and figure out where pearls are. Wow, there's a lot to read through. So, Scar Hat, Cyber Impulse, Skiz Beans, then all the Minister's stuff. Honestly, some of this could be, like, compressed. Better organized. 33 is the male cap. But where's the bag? Not seeing it there. Maybe it is number 4? Wait, what? It's a bundle. Ah, okay. Thank you. It's a bundle, chat. Appreciate you. So what did I say? Was it 33 or 34? It was 33. Okay. No, it was... Wait, I pressed the wrong button. That's why. Okay, we've got the cap, and then we need a bundle. Not this bundle. Not that bundle. Not any bundle. I don't have an ender chest. No, I do. I do. It's in the bundle. Oh my god. It's going to take me a while to get used to that. So like leather and string, right? I'm so glad they made that cheap. Like, they listened. It's a great idea. Just make it super cheap and easy. Like, we need this. We need this bundle. Right, number 4. Oh, look at that. It's a baggio. Right. Arms, yes, please. Oh, that looks great. That looks great. Gonna need a second one for the hat, aren't we? Yeah. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. What about the skin? Oh, the launcher. The launcher's broken again. Anyone else having this problem? The Minecraft launcher just going grey screen all the time? It is not fun. So Pearl is like a light color up top. And then you got those... Let's do some white shoes and then the kind of reddish mauve trousers. That we can do. So I think we're going to need these colors to get it looking right. Gonna need our crafting bench. Crafting benches, maybe. And then leather. Wait, we've already got the leather out. Here's the leather. Hi X, what are we stocking for the Nether Hub? Probably just glass next. Don't want the hat, just want the leggings and the boots. The booties. And then... I will say there was a slight tint of like mauvey pinkishness. Let's try magenta up on there. Like just a soft touch of it. And then here I think you're going to want... Yeah, that's about right. There you go. Dang, it fits perfectly. I'm amazed. Like, I barely need to do anything else here. I think I'll keep the pose like that. Move it into that space. This thing can follow. And then that's your Postmaster Pearl hanging out. Now, that being said, when we did beef, like, we had a very central layout. The cards. Pearl isn't going to be doing that. Pearl's going to be standing to one side. I'm kind of thinking maybe we go invisible item frames again. Maybe we'll just put 4 there and leave out the horse. Yeah, let's go item frames and make him invisible. In fact, we won't leave out the horse. We'll leave out Ren because it turned out Ren had another one over here. Plus, I might want to send Ren some mail. Okay, let's go slash trigger. Item frame invisible. Nice. They get a little, it feels like they get a little bit smaller, but I think they just go back closer to the block when you make it invisible. Also, maybe not, like they're kind of small, right? They're kind of small. Would it be like if we had an armor stand with one on? Flip it to the head. That feels bigger already, plus we can use entity scale. I reckon we should get it so it fits inside a block each time. How about Etho and Tango stamps for creating the mall system? That's honestly, that is right. That's what we should probably do. Let's go buy some stamps. I'm gonna need some diamonds, right? Also, let's get a chest down now because we're starting to pick up random items. Dice can go back. I've got an extra carved pumpkin? Oh, because it was a bundle. Yeah. Right, and all of a sudden, wow, we're inventory's in good shape. Except I didn't get the thing that I needed, which was in here. Bam, got him. Got him, let's go. Verum says, what's the SMP called? It's called Hermitcraft. It's not an open server. Alright, let's go into Pearl's post office. So we can purchase Etho and Tango stamps. How much are they again? Where do we go? Where do we go to find out a price? Payment in barrel. Package. Oh, it's just up here, isn't it? 2 diamonds for any 8. I'll take 4 Tango, 4 Etho. I'm not seeing... Oh, right there. Okay, let's drop off our diamonds over here in the payment barrel. Pearlio's got some profits to collect there. Yo! Pyromaniac! Thank you for the prime. I had to read that for a second. I was like, whoa. How do we say this one? Thank you for using the Prime over here, my dude. Appreciate it. Can you get the letters showing texture to appear if you put an item in your mailbag bundle? Oh, over here, is that a thing? No. Oh, this is going to take forever, isn't it? No. There it is. So you're saying if I put... Let's put a diamond in there. Wow! That's cool. That's... Wait a second. Wait a second. What if I swap it to the other arm? No, not like that. It flips it! I didn't think it would do that. Okay, now it's more visible there. Okay, that's sweet. That's sweet. That is sweet. It's like on the more visible side now. Although I do think the pose... mirror arm... Oh, dang it. What's going on with the left arm? There you go. Now you can see it all the way across. That's good. It's such a beautiful detail of the bag. It really is. It really is a cool idea. Yo, Inky Bits, thank you for your Prime. Appreciate you using that on me, my dude. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Let's get Pearl turned just a little bit more this way. Now we've got to find out. This always amuses me, moving them. Like moving a chess piece or something. Boop. Zip it across to the next block. Invisible? No. It's the base plate. We don't want gravity and everything else is good. Next one. Will be invisible. No base plate. No gravity. Put a minus on that. See, now here is where I think you're going to need a little entity scale going on. And then like 0.2 maybe. 2.5. A little bit of clipping going on there. Let's add a 5 here. Oh, do you know what? I might need to turn it to like 55 as well. Ah, that's probably the thing that I was missing. Okay, also I could like tilt the cap back a little bit. I don't know if that's really worth it. But yeah, there you go. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, and now for the stamps, right? Do I know I can use the scroll wheel to move it? I do. I like using, like, I want to change the whole number, right? So, anyway, scale. Kind of want to get this so it's like fixed with a block. This could end up being pretty difficult, actually. Kind of want to figure out how far it needs to go back to be directly on the wall. Here's another part of this. Okay. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of guesswork here. But not there. Hey, what is that? 1.7? 1.8? Let's go 1.7. That actually kind of looks pretty central, right? 2.5 and 1.7. Might be all we need for it. That's going to make life a lot easier, isn't it? Now we just need some more armor stands. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that means we're going to have the horse. Let's get the scale locked in. 1.25. Show the arms. So we're going to have the horse, and then Efo and Tango. Keep that inventory tidy. You know how we do it. Epic Maiden, you made pizza. That sounds nice. That sounds nice. Yo, Wandering Mars, thank you for the donation, my dude. I'm having a bit of a tense night tonight, and I couldn't be more grateful that you're streaming. Thanks for giving me something calming and fun to engage my mind tonight, sir. I'm sorry to hear things are tense, but I'm happy to be of help in any way. So thank you so much for your donation. I hope the good vibes continue. I imagine they will here. As we're just hanging out with some good music. Working on a good project, right? Tango in there. And then arms for Efo. Right, so I want to switch to the head. Nope, that's not the one. It was that. Then we go for all of this. Now here we want to... Was it minus 0.25 we did? I think it was. So we go 1.25. Then that's... Nope, that's correct. This one, minus 1.17, right? 18, 19, you won't be able to see it. Oh, maybe it's because it wants minus 2.17. Okay, so go up to 18, 19. Oh no, it's going the other direction, I see. Okay, so 0.17 was correct. It'd be really nice if these boxes here are just a tiny bit bigger. You can see more of the numbers in them. Alright, we've got all we need really to do this. Put it on the head. Do all of this. Go back. Minus 2.17. And then was it down minus 0.25? Nice. Alright, put it on the head. I'm going to go minus 1.25. Minus 3.17. And it's just immediately in the correct spot because we done it by the numbers. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. I think if there was any change you could make here, it's one I could actually do kind of quick. I might regret this if it doesn't let me put this back. Oh, never mind. I was going to say, just use one of the different purple blocks. And it lets me put them back. Just to kind of like highlight the photos there a little bit more. Right, I feel like Pearl should be pointing with her right arm. Uh-oh. That's not Pearl. That's still not Pearl. Can I get a Postmaster Pearl, please? Right. Okay, we got it. We got it. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if we had like a little postage envelope in our hand? Or just a stamp. Maybe just a stamp. What if you had a stamp, Pearl? You don't want to take the stamp? She won't take the stamp. But yeah, look at that. That's sweet. Alright, that's another one off the list. Can you believe it? We've hit a bit of a streak lately with this, I've noticed. Bit of a streak. Let me go check my notes because the other day when I put them together, it was just like so clear what we needed to do. Pearls is done, so I need to go to the Nether for Hypno. Lecterns. Okay, that feels... maybe that's not what I thought it was. I see, I see. So we've got one blank bit on this side. So we've got the Hypno one, the Wells, XP. So we've got 4 left to do and 4 spaces to put them. 1, 2, and then there's 3 and 4 on this side. But this one's complete. This one is complete over here. So Hypno, we know what we're going to do, but we need to go to the Nether to get Ancient Debris, which I think I'll do after Exile. just in case I blow up my bed and die. I have no idea what to do for wells. XBs will probably be related to a guardian, and Corrales might be related to bushes, right? But I'm waiting for the idea to really like pop out of me, which has been happening lately. Tends to not happen on stream though. And someone's asked me to check my TikTok chat, so I'm opening up my TikTok chat, and it will take a minute for it to catch up. But as of your request over here on Twitch, that's where I read my chat consistently. We will have a look. Yeah. What was I saying? Like, the ideas generally don't like pop out of me when I'm streaming, because streaming is very multitasking, and not streaming, you can put your attention on things. Matty says, oh my god, you're streaming on TikTok. How dare I? How dare I, eh? How rude. Have I played Repo? I haven't. Xisuma doesn't even like TikTok. It's true. I don't use it. I think it's brain rot. I'm streaming there just because I can. Call that what you want. Victoria loves these. Oh, I'm glad you love them. Shadow the Dragon says it's 5 a.m. here. It's 6 a.m. somewhere else and 4 a.m. somewhere else. Time zones, they're a thing. I don't understand why people always tell me what time it is where they are. I need that for something else later on. Let's go have a look at Wells' base and see if anything like pops out. Maybe we can use his build palette plus something like he did with a shop. Would be a way to do it. Yeah, the tough blocks. So we could build a wall of tough blocks. This is a really nice build. Let's plop down here. It's lacking some details and stuff, but the overall shape and whatnot, like pretty awesome. Yeah, I reckon we could just put in the tough blocks, or maybe some sort of mix of the red. Get the red in with something else. Nice throne room. Right, TikTok isn't just saying much, so I'm going to minimize it. That's a cool looking castle. Oh, yes it is. Who knows what permits Wells had? I think this is one of Wells' shops, selling bricks. Which isn't the most as exciting of statistics. It's not even stocked up! And it's sold out. Well, made some sales. All nether bricks. I have no idea what other ones he has. This area right here is pretty cool. I like the terrain on the ground. Oh, this is the Doc's laundromat or whatever. How many bricks thrown through a window would be good? That's not related to Wells Night though, is it? I want to find something related to Wells's season. I mean, I tried to kill him with pufferfish. If that had worked, we could have maybe used that as a statistic. I think with Wells though, it might just get a little on the dull side and just have to be something related to bricks crafted. Maybe bricks crafted and some tough bricks back there. You made a deal with Tango for the redstone. I see. So they did a little exchange. Yeah, maybe that's it for today then. Maybe that's it in terms of murals. I think what we'll do next is we'll go waffle mode. Wow, I don't have a bottle of water here. I need to get a drink. We'll go to the desert. We'll gather sand. We'll smelt it. Let's get like 4 boxes of sand. And we'll have a waffle. Have your breakfast waffle. We've got 2 shovels here. Okay, we're going to put that in there. The thing we don't need much else to go to the desert, right? Usually you might take a bed with you to set your spawn. I probably will because I'm the only person online. This will be a rare event in which I can get exiled. But for the time being, let me throw up the Be Right Back screen, which is a showcase of some of the builds from our communal server, which, if you are subscribed in any capacity, you can get access to. It's one of the perks of being a subscriber here. I get to be a part of an amazing community twice. Yo, Jacket Fracket, thank you for 17 months, my dude. I appreciate your support. I'm going to go, maybe nip to the toilet, but just go grab a bottle of water. I'll be right back, peeps. I'm back, people. I'm back. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Right. Let me get a bit better set up here. Trying to get that echo off the mic. Yo, I was editing a video the other day, and I turned up the volume louder than normal, and then my voice started to like really crunch. And I was like, huh. Because like when you turn up your volume loud, you can kind of like, depending on, you know, where you're at in the audio setup, like you can push the volume sort of past its limit and then it starts to peak. But like turning your speakers up to their loudest setting technically shouldn't do that. But if they're bad speakers or whatever, then they might. But I don't have bad speakers, and I think all of my audio is set up so there shouldn't be a problem. But when I turn up my volume all the way, if I hear peaking, it means that the audio... How are you spawned there? There's nowhere for you to spawn. No, I do not accept this. There's no... You cannot spawn in my base. Where... Like, and you're on leaves? Where did you come from? There's nowhere for you to spawn. Maybe it's been there a while. It wandered over. It took shelter. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it wandered in from somewhere. Okay. So there shouldn't be like any peaking unless the audio source is peaking. Now the reason I wouldn't hear it is because when your volume is quieter, sometimes you don't hear peaking in the track. But then I heard peaking in the track, and every now and then on my videos I get these comments from people saying they don't like this microphone that I'm using, and it made me wonder, wait a minute, have I just not heard the recording the same way other people are hearing it? That's my concern now. Like, I need to go and listen to some of my videos on other devices to see if I can hear that peaking again. Wait, is this it? This is the end ball. I'm just so used to going here. This is the sand, right? And then there's the ring of fire. The ring of fire. X, are you a Potterhead? I feel like watching movies every now and then, especially during Xword. Yeah, I'm a massive Potterhead. I've got like absolutely hundreds upon hundreds of different pottery pieces that I've put together over the years, you know. I do pottery like 3 times a week, man. Big Potterhead over here. Don't know why you're talking about movies though. I mean, gee. Don't know what that's about. Don't need to watch a movie while you do your pottery, do you? Pothead! No, the message said... The message definitely said Potterhead. I read it correctly. Fun fact, if you read peak top somewhere, you are not dealing with peaking audio. You're more likely in a Russian submarine near reactor. I don't know what you're on about. You've lost me. Where is the sand? Why is so much of it gone? How much sand do these hermits need? Can't they leave some for me? You misread the original message as potted, to be honest. Oh, apparently I said potted. No, I said Potterhead. Pretty sure I said Potterhead. Stop trolling me. Right, let's get some sand already. And what are we going to talk about today? What's the we're going to have a waffle. What's the topic going to be, you know? The topic is the toppings. We're going to have a waffle. What's the toppings? Hey X, have you listened to Sleep Token's new song Caramel? I listened to one of the new songs. They might have another one out by now. I'm looking forward to the next album, but like every time I put on some of their older records to try and get into it, I'm just not that into it. Don't know what it is. I'm looking forward to a new one. The meaning of life? The meaning of life is to enjoy the passage of time. That's my meaning for life. Just to enjoy the passage of time. Yo, Lornard Gray, thank you so much for your 10 months of support. And Blooming Cow, thank you for 2 months. A pizza on a pineapple on a waffle. That's our toppings, is it? You know I can talk about food. Have I seen the Minecraft movie yet? Your son saw it and he said he really enjoyed it. I'm glad they enjoyed it. I haven't seen it yet. I may go and watch it at the cinema next week, or I may not. But whenever it comes out on streaming, I'll definitely watch it then. But my hopes ain't high. I think what I want to do is just go in for a laugh and a chuckle and not expect anything too great, and I'll probably be fine. But I've moaned about it before, that it's like doesn't really strike me as like something you'll need to do. It's just a big corporate move to make a movie, you know, generate revenue from the franchise. But, you know, that doesn't mean they can't put together something that will make you chuckle, so I'm hoping whenever I get around to watching it, I'll have a laugh at least. Apparently McDonald's has a Minecraft-themed Happy Meal now, says Forgil. Wouldn't surprise me. The amount of collaborations they've done with the Minecraft brand, honestly, like, I can understand if, like, you'd be upset about it. When I was young, I had a very, like, anti-corporate mindset. And so I would be like, if this was Xisuma from 20 years ago, I'd be like, they're selling out, man. They're selling out. They're selling Minecraft out. It's wrong. That would be the depth of my discussion on the matter. Same director who made Napoleon Dynamite. Oh wow, okay, that's a Dynamite movie right there. Yo, Song Snakes, thank you for subscribing, and Blooming Cow gifting a sub to Raikou CD. Thank you for gifting the sub, my dude. I almost didn't read it because you subscribed a second ago and I saw the name again and I was like, no, X, you're not seeing new things. You're just seeing old things again on your other screen. But no, I did see some movement. Thank you. I appreciate you supporting our community. Love a punk, says the Crafty Drought. I was a bit of a punk. The adult meal toy gives you Minecraft skins. Huh. But yeah, I've, you know, I resigned to the fact that the thing that made Minecraft special is long gone, and now it's just a corporate thing that they'll, you know, collab with anything to make money. I mean, I wonder if there's any places they go that would get them in trouble or like stir up a fuss of some kind, because it's all the big brand friendly family stuff so far, right? They'll probably never go beyond that. But like, oh, imagine if they did like Minecraft on a beer. That could be, I could see that being a problem if they did like a creeper themed a creeper themed beer or something. Like, there you go. That'll stir some controversy. It's possible. It's possible to miscalculate. Leave the game untouched and everything can be unforgiven. No, can be forgiven. Hey, I like the way they're developing the game. I think the Ghasts look really cool. I still haven't got around to playing with them. Man, I've been so into Final Fantasy VII. And I made a mental note this morning and then ended up doing something totally different. I finished demoing a song. I have been writing music again. And I've been like consistently at it to the point where like it's starting to really come back. Like I could just make it happen. I can just start writing stuff and putting it together. And I've currently like just finished a demo on one song and put together like the framework of another. And I don't know if they're like songs I'm going to use on an album or anything, but like it's happening. I just keep getting sucked into it as well. It's reminding me of what it was like when I did this, 15 years ago or whatever, just getting absolutely engrossed in the process. So I woke up this morning, and that's why I thought like I had bad sleep, was probably because all the songwriting I did yesterday has just like wired up my brain. It's like all excited. And then what's in my head, because there's always music playing in my head, is those songs. So I kind of like woke up and the only thing I could think about was the music. So eventually I got out of bed and finished writing up one of the songs. So that was cool. But yeah, so like now that I'm getting back into this other stuff, it's like finding it hard to find the time to just doodle around and do goofing around in a test world, right? But I wanted to goof around with the Ghast. I mean, maybe that's something we could do on this stream even, right? Like, I've done it a little bit recently, just swapped out what I'm doing for a little bit, just for the sake of it. Would that be something you're interested in? I had a couple of ideas for like experimenting on the Ghasts and seeing what we could learn. I just didn't have the time to get around to doing that. It's that or grinding sand. Yo, Simply River, thank you for the Prime subscription. Thank you, my dude. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Looks like I left some behind over here. Right, let's set our spawn, or we'll sleep the night away at least. Maybe Ghast Racing, it sounds fun. I don't think Ghast Racing is going to be much of a thing, because they actually move quite slow. So I thought, when it comes to this season of Hermitcraft, we'll set up like a Ghast race around the place, but because you move so slow, it kind of feels a little dull. It's like, think about it, right? What is racing? But then you say, let's race. Oh, what's something that moves really slow that's a vehicle? I mean, the idea of vehicles is they move fast. Like Strider racing. Well, I was thinking like real world was going to be my comparison point. Something from the real world that's slow moving. Like walk racing, you know? Like you would watch people run against each other on telly, right? But what if they walked? What if they, had to go at walking speed? I think the rule with walk racing is that you have to leave both feet on or 1 foot on the ground at all times. If you had to leave both feet, you wouldn't be moving, so that doesn't make any sense. Snail racing is a thing. Yeah, it's like, exactly, there you go. It's like snail racing, right? So It seems like a great idea, but then you realize that you're just going to be like drifting in a straight line most of the time, very slow. And then there'll be these like short moments of opportunity to like turn around an obstacle or whatever, but I just don't think it's going to be that much of a big deal. Snail racers are fuming right now. Oh, we've just upset the snail racing community. Sorry about that. We'll hear their reply in a few months, don't worry. They communicate via snail mail, I heard. Maybe a hole in the wall like game where you have to position the ghast and fit yourself through the wall. Could work. That's probably the more likely thing, is like maneuvering it as opposed to racing it. But some of the ideas I had were more about like seeing if you can contain it perfectly within a group of blocks. I wanted to experiment with putting chest minecarts and chest boats on it and see what happens when it moves around with those entities on it. Because currently it doesn't have storage on it, which I'm not sure if it needs or not, but because it's complementary to building, it kind of feels like access to items might become a thing you want with it. So those were some of the ideas I wanted to test. The idea of fixing it into a position with blocks was also because then you could use them as platforms to jump around and stuff, but don't know quite where that's going to go. Putting them in minecarts and then using them as like platforms again. Platforms will probably be the common theme, considering they're now an entity that has a platform on it. I think what would be really fun with them is like way further down the line when people are making those farms again, you know, mob farms and stuff. You find that, oh wait, the new ghast has a use case here. Like we need a platform that's an entity. Oh wait, and we can move it around. Let's use this. You know, I'm not sure exactly when, but it's a movable. It's like a group of movable blocks in a minecart. So you can move blocks with pistons and flying machines, right? But this gives you another way to do it. So I'm sure it'll have some use at some point. Could position them into a parkour course. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with putting them in the minecart and jumping on them and whatnot. You can lead a chest boat on it, right? I don't think so, because leads get attached to fence posts, and the ghast isn't a fence post. You wonder if you can swap seats. I don't think you can. I think when someone gets out, you become the driver. I think that's what happened when Dev logged on and we goofed around for a few minutes. Chimera, sorry. It's a very bulky hoverboard. That it is, I guess. That it is. It's not quite what they envisioned in Back to the Future, right? Are we supposed to have hoverboards by now? That movie lied to me. In fact, what was the future? What was the year of the future in that movie? What year did they go to? I think they see themselves when they're grown up. I think they must have gone like 20 or 30 years in the future. So it's probably like 10 years ago now. 2015. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, flying cars, hoverboards and stuff, like we have some problems to solve there with like denser energy storage and whatnot. And maybe even just the fundamentals of a hoverboard, like what makes it hover. But especially with flying cars, you got a problem with the density of fuel storage. Like you need so much more power to make a flying car, but you don't have a way to store that power on it. And they're always making advancements in battery technology and stuff. So like one day it might hit that tipping point and these things become viable. Back to the Future lied so much. I mean, it wasn't, to be fair, it wasn't trying to create an accurate portrayal of the future, that's for sure. Also, when I was a kid, right, on the BBC or one of these shows that they had where they talked about technology of the future, they showed this thing and they talked about it as if like it's being worked on right now and it's around the corner, but the idea was that they would be able to project sounds and control how far it went. So you could have a nightclub with like a quiet zone in the middle of it, you know, just because these like lasers, as the way they showed it, limit where the sound can go. And it's one of those things that over the years I've always thought, like, why hasn't this ever arrived yet? This sounds doable. And then just the other day I was watching a video on YouTube where apparently there's been a breakthrough made and they've actually figured out how to do that at long last. So it took a lot longer than expected, but that's apparently going to be a thing now. You can't wait to fly a boat. The boats need to fly? Aren't they boats because they're on water? I thought that was the idea, man. I don't think the BBC producers have engineering backgrounds, says King Subs. The producers probably don't, but I imagine that they would have reached out to people in the field to talk to them about stuff, right? I mean, like, what you potentially touched on there is a problem that I think we have today and have always had at any time, which is like, who's an expert or who's in the know? Because sometimes you can be in the know about something completely unaware of like a blind spot in your own knowledge, right? And then someone come along and corrects you. But like the main thing is that you do your due diligence, and I imagine the BBC probably did. They probably went out and spoke to people in fields of like research and development. But increasingly in today, like, are we all getting our information from like talking heads? We used to get our information from talking heads when they were on the telly. You know, newscasters and whatnot, right? But now, like, you get your information from independent. Let's use the word independent, right? Like homebrew YouTubers. How many of you, the band are named after the concept of talking heads, yeah? Because at some point, the way we got information changed and we started listening to talking heads on televisions, right? It's just something you'll take for granted that you know, someone's on the telly talking, but there was a time when that became a new thing and they were called talking heads. And then a band decided to name themselves after that for whatever reason. I'm not too familiar with them, so I don't know. But how many of you out there, how many of you, like, your information diet, let's call it, your absorbing of information to build your picture of the world and what's going on, how much of it is coming from YouTube and how much of that is like homebrew independent? You know, it's outside the establishment media. That's my question for you. You can put it into a percentage or something like that, you know. You can say not a lot, loads, a lot. There we go. Augustin Man says a lot. Dev says neither. I love my bubble where all my troubles in life are Minecraft updates. Hey, if you're not paying any attention, that's fine, that's fine. 37%, 90%. How did we arrive at that number? Basically nothing? Okay. Academic and research journals. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, if you're actually reading that stuff, bravo. I ain't. I'm always getting it second, third hand. Get most of the news off TikTok. That scares me. Because isn't that then mostly just people with opinions? Like, I've been on TikTok and I've seen some of the discussion on there, and I'm like, this just sounds like talking to a friend who's like uninformed a lot of the time, you know? But hey, it does depend on what gets put in front of you. Anyway, to get to the point, let's sleep the night away first. To get to my point, the establishment media has its shortcomings. By the way, Polygamer229, thank you so much for the 12 months of the Prime. Sorry for being late on that one. I appreciate you nonetheless. It has its issues, right? It can be centralized. It can be authoritative. But those are more often than not probably going to be edge cases on that happen between, like, you know, rigorous journalism where people go out and do their due diligence, so when they report on a story, it's as factually accurate as possible. Okay? And then a lot of what we're consuming today is like, thing happens, and then person makes video about it. And gives their opinion. And it is... we're drowning in it. There's so much of it online. So much of it. And I'm starting to get, like, a bit concerned about it, because originally I thought, oh, this is great, you know, put it in the hands of the people, like, let's let everyone make content. And then you realize that, wait, a lot of people will talk about something when they don't know a lot about it, actually. And being someone who's curious and watches documentaries and edutainment and, you know, that kind of, like, sciencey educational stuff, I can't say that I'm therefore an expert in anything or I'm well educated, but you start to know enough to notice when, hang on a minute, this other person that I watch is, this isn't what the scientist said, you know? And it's like, oh, you start to see now how you give anyone a microphone, they say whatever they want. You can sound... it's very easy to sound like you know exactly what you're talking about. It's easy to make arguments that sound pretty reasonable and logical and stuff, but, like, it's kind of not always the way things work. And it just seems like so many of us now, our information diets are increasingly coming from these sort of homebrew dubious sources where everyone's got an incentive to, like, make a video about that thing that just happened and talk like they know what's what. Like, a lot of people are talking about tariffs, right? But, like... have these people studied tariffs? Like, did they go to school for this? Have they got a background in economics? Why did they start talking about tariffs? No one cared about them a while ago. And now all of a sudden everyone's got an opinion on tariffs. So it's like, if you know a little bit about it, then you might notice when some people are talking about it, clearly don't. I'm going to read some of your messages now. I get a lot of info on YouTube, but if something sounds suspicious, I fact check. Don't believe them 100%. Yeah, I heard this this rumor going around about finding, like, mega structures under the pyramids, and YouTube added this little fact check thing to it. So I went and read it, and the website seemed really quite reasonable, and outlined where the idea had come from and how the reporting wasn't peer reviewed and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, actually, that's kind of helpful to do a little bit of following up on it. Even economic grads don't understand tariffs. Well, the thing about, like, being an economist, what I've gathered, because I have a passing interest in how economics shapes our world, is that it's in what they say, it's economic theory. I get the impression that there isn't a lot of economic fact, because we're unable to, like, create a proof out of what we see. It's not like mathematics where you can create, like, an axiom or a proof. It's all theory, because it's such a big and complex thing that we're trying to understand that we just have theories. And the world is constantly shifting and changing. All the variables are changing. You know, we can't create perfect A/B testing scenarios to, like, understand every little thing that has an influence on an economy. So it's all theory, and the thing with theories is that we can have different ones about what's happening. There's no static model. That might just be a really good way to say what I was trying to say. Yeah, you don't have, like, a basic static, everyone can start here, right? But people create models, but those models are assigning values to certain things that the economist will think is important or not. Newsworld today is totally effed up. Even news outlet I actually would trust more are sometimes quoting Twitter. Yes. Today every news is unreliable. You can only take everything with respect to the source. Like, for example, trusting what a Jason Schreier says on Gaming more because of his journalistic history. I don't know who that is. But quoting Twitter annoys me. It's like, oh, there's upset and outrage about this thing. Here's a tweet. And it's like, well, there's lots of tweets going out all the time. Do more homework. Read more tweets than one, please. I can send a tweet. I can send a tweet saying I'm outraged that you read a tweet. People are outraged that we are reading tweets. That's the latest news today, peeps. People are outraged that their tweets are being read. Trust the Telegram group chat. I'm not on Telegram. I have Signal. I don't really know what Telegram is, but Telegram seems to be tied up amongst nefarious activities that I hear about. At least in the world of cybersecurity and cyber criminal activity, Telegram comes up a lot. Gifted economies are interesting, where you can only farm things given and not brought. I have no idea what that is at all. The problem with statistics is that they can be manipulated. The outcome of a study depends on the question that is asked. They're unreliable way to back up a point of view. Matt, I understand what you're saying. I try and say it like this. Maybe let's not think of statistics being manipulated as so much as they will represent a very particular thing, and that you need to have the broader context of like what the statistics are in order to understand what they're being related to. Because yeah, you're absolutely right. Like you can produce a study saying 90% of people are really unhappy, right? But like, what question did you ask them? Did you ask them if they're happy? Did you ask them if they're unhappy? Did you say, given the fact that you know, this many people died of this thing today and stocks are down and the weather's going to be bad for the next month, are you unhappy? Like, you know, you can prime a question, yada yada yada. But like, it often comes up that people say, oh, you know, statistics are lies and that they're used to tell a story, and it's like, there can be dishonesty behind certain statistics. There can be manipulation, but the statistics themselves aren't inherently that. They're a representation of something, and we have to understand the broader context, because nothing exists in a vacuum, right? So, like, if we have a report on how happy people are, it's, you know, it's not actually a measurement on happiness. You've got to look into, like, what was asked, how the numbers were put together, and then you'll understand better, you know, what it is we've try to express through language. Well, that's the phrase, lies, damn lies, and statistics. Yeah, you see, I like it. It's like little things like that are good to get you thinking, but then you got to go like a step further with it, because statistics aren't lies unless you're using them to lie. The sample is is the sample representative? Is the statistical model applicable? Is the calculations and hypothesis repeatable? Then statistics are proper statistics. That's yeah, that sounds reasonable. The other thing you said, sample. That's the other thing, the sample, right? So like, okay, here's another scenario. How happy are people? You know, it turns out 90% of people are really unhappy. What was the sample? You went into like the middle of a, I don't know, like a place where war or combat or conflict is happening and people have just been bombed and killed, and you ask them how happy they are, right? Or do you go to a party in an affluent neighborhood after a sports team just won, you know, just won a trophy, and you ask people, are you happy? Like, if the answer is then if the information is then presented to you as like, people in the world are not happy because of this bunch of statistics we just put together, like that's lying with statistics, essentially, right? That's the thing. That's when they become lies. Otherwise, they're just a bunch of numbers, right? And values. Takes like a person in there to make it a lie. I think that's a pretty apt way of describing that, I think. Stand outside of a job center and ask how happy people are. There you go. Another good one, yeah. Whew, I do not like the job center. I've been to the job center before. I hated going to the job center. I wonder now though, like, is it a mindset thing? Is it really that bad or whatever? But like, I think it doesn't matter if the job center is a nice place or not. I think just not having a job sucks, and that's just gonna make that place feel like a bad vibe no matter what, right? Like, I look back at it and I think, like, were the people nice? Was it really that bad? I was also a different person back then. Like, what would I be like if I went back there today? Yeah, no one's gonna enjoy being unemployed and at the job center, I don't think. Those kind of places are quite mentally draining. Yeah, they are. Because of your circumstance, right? That's a little bit just like the statistics we were talking about, right? Like, nothing exists in a vacuum. You know, at the end of the day, it's a building with people in it, and you can talk to them. But like, what are the reasons you're there? Yeah, are funeral homes nice places if there's polite and pleasant people in them? Not really. You go there for the wrong reasons. I wish I was a vacuum, says Endozella. That is a strange wish. Why a vacuum? Depends on the statistics you're looking at. Quantitative data or qualitative data? Ah, yeah, so quantities and quality. But the two, yeah, the cross-sectional, longitudinal, yeah, even quantities and qualities interact with each other. Again, like the nothing exists in a vacuum thing. Statistics can't be manipulated if you understand the different types. That's why we have p-values. Again, I think I said it earlier that, like, statistics are to be understood. I think the idea of manipulation and lying, that's when the human's involved. If you imagine like a non-human perspective on a bunch of statistics, if you just saw whatever they were clearly, you know, then you'd understand it as is. Like our question about asking people at a job center if they're happy or whatever. But it's then when it gets framed differently, when it's put into a news article or something, like that's where you have the distance will grow between the statistical reality and the perception, because often or not things try to get simplified for people to understand it easier, so they don't have to do all that heavy lifting. That's when you get that misalignment of what things really mean, or if someone's doing that deliberately to mislead you. Is that I think that's a fair way to put it, right? Yay! X, do you have any advice for people who want to run a Minecraft server? I want to start one, but every time I do it ends up failing. If you mean to get people actively playing on it, we touched on that a little bit earlier in the stream. It's a very difficult thing to do. It's honestly quite hard. It's a common thing that people tell me here. They say, I want to play Minecraft with my friends, and we start a server and then people lose interest. I think the best way to approach it is to make people feel comfortable about being honest, you know, because if you want to play on a server long time, it can be easy to go like, oh yeah, let's play on this one for a year and be all enthusiastic, and then someone else is like, yeah, oh, okay, then go on then. Whereas if you, like, you know, ask someone to be like, hey, it's cool, just like realistically, how long are you going to play for? And they think about it and they might be like, do you know what? Most of the time I play Minecraft for a couple of weeks and then I get bored. And it's like, all right, can we work with that? Like, what if every couple of weeks we made a different mini game and you come play with us? Oh, actually, that sounds kind of fun, you know? It's very hard to find people whose vision of what you're trying to do, like, aligns perfectly with yours, I guess. And here on Hermitcraft, we come from a scenario of right place, right time. Yeah? There was another server before this one that showed how amazing playing in community could be together. Then we have like-minded people. We can find each other because we're making videos. We're doing a similar thing. We come together. We got a similar mindset and whatnot. And fortunately, we've been able to sustain it and make it work for a long time. But like, if you're not in those particular circumstances, it can be very difficult to get the same kind of thing going, right? So I think honesty would help you a lot, because if you've got people who are willing to play in a Minecraft world for a couple of months, you know, maybe you realize, oh, look at these people that want to play with me, and like, let's not try and make this thing go for a year. Let's make it our world last for 2 months and put a objective at the end of it and rally around that, you know. That might not be the right solution. It might be something totally different, but I think if you're looking for success, it might be better to look for the success that's available, the thing you can do, as opposed to trying to emulate something else. Hermitcraft works mainly, I assume, because people never lose interest because it's their jobs. They gain out of it as well as having fun. Other commitments are less likely to get in the way. Yeah, that's, you know, that's the other thing. It's our job. That's sort of what I was saying about us being in a like-minded situation with content creators and whatnot. Now, as for playing a game for your job, like, it's very lucky it's Minecraft, because, man, some other games would be an absolute bore. This one constantly engages your creativity. So, you know, right now, if you've paid attention to what I've done over the last couple of months, I haven't been doing a crazy amount on the game, and I'm letting myself breathe. I'm doing other creative things at the moment, but I'm still here being involved and preparing for the next thing, and, you know, doing my streams, and I'll have some episodes out again before long, but yeah, you do have that kind of commitment through that to it, which helps a heck of a lot. And again, that's why I'm saying, like, you know, talk to people, communicate, and look for what works, because if you talked to a bunch of full-time YouTubers who all happen to be looking for a server to play on, like, that would then be the answer, right? But that's not what you're working with. So, like, what is the answer? You have to find it. You have to find the thing that can be a success. How many gigabytes of RAM does the Hermitcraft server have? I think we run it on 4 or 6 or 8, or, like, not a lot, because if you assign loads of RAM to it, you'll hinder its performance. Why am I at Loglands? Because there's a giant smelter here. Okay. Oh, and my inventory's full of ender pearls. Okay. The one thing about using this smelter is that I didn't really design the item pickup very well. And you actually have... Oh, it cleared out... Last time it went round, it cleared out all of the items. Interesting. You actually have... Okay, let's just drop this down here. You actually have, like, overflow that you need to pick up, otherwise it might despawn after 5 minutes, so kind of need to keep an eye on that. Right, this thing will now be doing its thing, and I will be... we've got to get preview edition of the game up. Let's see what happens, because I had streamed this recently. I think I got Final Fantasy. Yeah, Final Fantasy is selected at the moment. Minecraft preview. Okay, you should be able to see that instead now. Why is it all the way up there? Unlock. Hello. There we go. There's a way to fit it to the screen. There you go. Okay, put that back. The event's gone. Oh no, it's because I'm on preview. Happy Ghasts. Happy Ghasts. At the end of the day, if you want to have fun with your friends, communication is always the way to go. Play and enjoy spending time with them. It's fine. It doesn't go for too long either, says Dev. Chimera. Oh my god, my brain is literally programmed to be like, say the right word, still say the wrong one. Gosh. Why don't you just embrace the Dev? You know? It could have been a good thing, man. Now it's just a point of contention. Why do server providers charge by the gigabyte RAM then? Because the hardware costs money, right? Like, if you're running something that uses lots of RAM, I don't know, some other server application, it needs to put tons of data in the memory, charge you more for it. Like, you've got to pay for the hardware, right? What block do I want to use? Okay, I think I need to put this on my offhand. Sweet. Oh my god, I can't put it in my offhand. Can I put a building block in there? What is going... Bedrock, you have lied to me. You have lied to me. I think the thing that I want is glass. It's gonna be awkward, is what it's gonna be. It's gonna be awkward. Also, this flight is so clunky. What are we making? I don't know. I kind of wanted to start by putting the Ghast in a box. That was kind of my idea. But it might be really awkward now. It looks like you could come through that gap. Oh, you can't. Interesting. Right, so now I race behind it. See? See? It's not going to be easy. I need like an AFK me here that just holds the snowball. Come on! I'm holding a snowball, man! We can put the happy Ghast inside here now that I think about it. So let's say that was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not sure what its size is overall. Okay, if we go with something like that and spawn this thing in the middle, then it's kind of like trapped in there. Yeah, I reckon isn't the hitbox usually like 5x5? Okay, I give you that. Yeah, this isn't going to work because you'll just fly back over there again. But yeah, I think you can spawn a Ghast in a 5x5, right? Let's go. I'm going to go back to Minecraft quickly to take my glass. Oh, it actually seems to be fine. That's not how that works. What's going on there? Oh, I see. Okay, there we go. I'm successfully stopping it from despawning. Yay for me. I could probably put another box of sand in now. That did not take long to do. It is a super smelter after all. Right, back to this. No, it's uneven. Yeah, you're right. It's uneven. Minecart, says Dev. What about a minecart? Okay, so let's build our platform like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do recall them being 5x5, right? Gosh, why is movement on Bedrock so sticky? It's sticky icky, and I don't know why they don't change it to be like Java. How close are we to the face reveal goal? Well, the other day we unlocked the face reveal goal, and then it just moved. Like the goalposts move. I don't know what's up with that. Like we unlocked it, and then all of a sudden it became more expensive. So if we unlock it again, you know, who knows what's going to happen. Okay, so that's like 5x5, then 4, 5. I think we can just probably assume its overall shape is 5x5, right? Or no, maybe 4x4. Maybe it's 4x4. Interesting. It's 4x4. Not 5x5. Okay. Maybe vertically as well. Hello. Dude, oh, that guy's a champion. Champion. Just chilling out. Being nice and easy for us to put in a box. So you are 4x4. Let me go get my glass. I can hear it all cooking up in the background. It's making me anxious. It might just despawn. Okay. Yeah, so if they're 4x4, then where's going to be like the best place to lock in with the smallest hitbox? Because you could have like one of these in each corner. And then, now when I say hitbox, the problem is that's slightly bigger. So maybe trapdoor? Or chain? Wouldn't a chain... Oh, let's go with end rod if we're going to do that. Because that'll look cool. Except, now I kind of want there to be a block here, but there isn't. So what we're going to do is place it off of the blocks, so it sort of like points into the corner. Now that will hold it in position from those axes, so then the other place we need to hold it into position from. Also, like, Is it me, or is it unable to rotate its hitbox as well? Like, I would have thought it might have done some rotating in this position. Let's now go over here and put these in like so. Okay, that's good. I'm not sure how the commands work here, but like, what do we want to do? Set? No, not set block. You want to fill in the area. I think it's actually just fill, isn't it? Fill. Yeah, see now you don't have an autocomplete for what you're looking at, but it does throw up a number. I think that's the autocomplete. I'm learning a little bit more about Bedrock each time I use it. Isn't that strange? You'd think I'd learn more by not using it at all. Of course. So 313. My free key is a bit dodge. 69, nice. And then 57. Now, you want to fill it with air, but you want to replace white stained glass. Hopefully I'm getting that correct. Yay, I got it correct. Now, with very little, we have pinched this thing into a permanent position. That is strange. That is strange. Anyway, you could do this, you could kind of like do this anywhere on the sides, but now that we know that, let's also put that on it and hope it doesn't change. If I hop on this thing, now it's a platform, right? Oh, dude, I wonder if the regular thing is like... Oh, I'm worried about my glass. Oh, I think I'm going to be good on the glass. Yeah, I wonder if shears comes into play. I'm going to drink a little bit of water, I think. Oh, I think I'm going to drink a little bit more, actually. All this talking kind of tires my voice out a little bit, right? Okay, I need to put more sand into the smelter, quickly. You can hear the sounds of the game, right? This super smelter is amazing. I'm just putting some glass away as well. Right. Back to the game. So shears get rid of that, and I was just wondering, like, oh, you don't even need the harness on. You can stand on a happy Ghast without. Oh no, I nudged you. Wait. There is no F3B in this game. Okay, then you turned back. I'm still very curious about how they turn and look at stuff. Okay, now it's turning. Isn't it interesting how it wouldn't do that a moment ago? It just stayed locked into that other position. But yeah, happy Ghast parkour is going to be a thing. Now, based on... Let's put a harness on it. Can I tempt it to turn when I'm above it? Because I'm just wondering, it's hitbox, right? If it's facing a diagonal, I'm pretty sure you're just going to fall off the edge. It feels like that, even though we're not quite getting it. Alright, so what was the other tests I wanted to do? I wanted to try putting a chest minecart on top of one of these. Or sorry, chest... Yeah, like on top of you. Okay, so I'm going to have to place it off of something else. Apparently I'm only allowed to put it on a forward-facing a flat surface. Dang it! Oh, it goes right through. Oh, maybe not everything... Hang on. Let's try from here. Yeah, it feels like it's going through, but I'm wondering if the momentum is taking me off the edge, but that does feel like it's not letting me through. Let's get a sheep spawn egg and a thingy. What's it called? Minecart. chest minecart, and a rail. And then I can hear all my glass. Let me go check on my glass again. Make sure it don't despawn, basically. It's getting close to doing that. Right, I'm going to put more sand in here so we can do the whole batch in one go. Because there is a lot of it smelting. Right. So you can basically make a secret entrance. You can only enter it whilst riding a boat. Maybe, yeah. Like, you make that a floor, right? So you've got some building blocks around the surface. Maybe you'd use trapdoors so it's a little more aligned, but yeah, then the player goes like that, and they can't. But the boat could go through it. Thing with stuff like that is it's kind of cool, but you could do it a bunch of other ways as well. You know, you could just have a button you press and some pistons that you go through. So I think, like, when you want to make a secret entrance with something, it's gotta feel like it gives you something that you can't do otherwise. There's probably some use for that with the Ghast. I'm not sure that would be it. Anyway, let's go and put a rail down. Put this on it and then break that. See, that goes straight through. Okay, now what about another type of entity? So other entities go through. It's only the player that can stand on the Ghast, which is, I think, a little bit disappointing, just because it'd be kind of cool to, yeah, do that. Hang on, I need to check my phone. Okay. Just gonna send a message. Right. Distractions aside, what about items? I'm gonna guess the same thing, right? Oh gosh, I can hear the glass again. We're getting smelted up. Does it change if you're standing on it and then the sheep fall into the Ghast? That's a good thing to check. Oh! Yo! That's fascinating. Alright, let's get the... Oh, wait. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. What's going on here? Also, notice the sheep isn't roaming. Might it have something to do with them? There's something going on here. Huh. You can see there's like a little bit of a delay, and then boom, it gets yeeted off to the side. Huh. So obviously when the player like collides with it, something about it changes. I think doesn't it stand still when a player's on it? No, because we've had another player riding it. We've done the thing where another player rides it. This one, by the way, it's returning to its like home location, but we've had another player ride it and move on top of it. So it must just sort of detect when a player's standing on top of it and then create that ability for an entity to stand on it, but it's probably doing that by the player and not by other entities. Happy Ghast equals happy cat noises. They really sound like happy cats, don't they? X, try using tamed wolves. I'll save that for Java because that's so much easier to do than on Bedrock. Like, you just one command and you're in. The other thing I really like the idea of doing is putting them in minecarts and creating a little parkour course, but that's kind of obvious. Like, you got a moving platform, so I think if I'm going to do that, I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to make a thing of it, you know, like... get it into a proper world, move them around, yada yada yada. I think that'll do. I think that'll do for today. Let's get our glass back. Don't want any of it despawning. Not much left to go either. Oh, that's a lot of glass. Oofda! Alright. Yeah, I need to think of more tests to do on them. I definitely had more ideas earlier today. I just didn't write them down. I came to the computer. I think in the back of my mind it was like, oh, remember to write that Ghast stuff down. Nope. Just, Ah, it didn't take the last one. That's why we're missing some. Yeah, still got to fix that bug. It'd be nice if there were a little button here just to send out one more. See, that's the one for up above. The one for below. Oh my god! Why'd I have to make it so decoratively satisfying? Okay, hang on. I got... Huh! No. Huh! There we go. I'm in. I'm in! There it is. That's the one that goes down the bottom. Question is... no, that's not going to work. I'm going to leave it in there for now. It's only a few pieces. Right, let's pick up these boxes. And I got to head out of here, I guess. That's going to be my live stream for today. Hope you're... Oh, by the way, oh my god, Ishan coming in with gifted subs. My dude, thank you so much. 10 of them. Right here at the end. Dude, I appreciate your support and your generosity. Peeps, check in the chat if you got gifted one. It allows you to join our Patreon community as well. And we've had quite a few sign-ups. People are enjoying being a part of it. I got to find someone to raid. That's the next thing we do, right? That's the next thing we do. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you enjoyed your evening Hermitcraft, but sorry, morning Hermitcraft on a weekend. It's time for me to bounce. I have no idea what my plan is for tomorrow, but I may stream again. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna find a Minecraft channel to raid today. I'm just gonna give you the one it's putting at the top of the list. So I hope you enjoy what you find. This is PvP Lover. Maybe you'll find some PvP here. Anyway, I am going to bounce. Enjoy the rest of your day.